What's up guys, welcome to our first ever unboxing video. Today we're going to be working with the AC Infinity self-watering fabric pot base. This is a new addition for me as I go on trips during the summertime a lot of times, and that causes me to have to change up my watering cycle or my feeding schedule. I really didn't want to have to do that this time. I wanted to get into some sort of irrigation system, and I wanted to stay away from any additional electronic components. Anyways, let's go ahead and get right into this AC Infinity self-watering fabric pot base. All right, so first thing we got right here is our user manual. Definitely take a look at this. One thing that I wanted to point out is that this can be used for maintaining or managing a runoff as well as self-watering. It's something that's not really talked about. This is going to tell you what measurements your wicks are going to have to be depending on what size pot you're using. And another thing that this is going to tell you is what I think is most important. For this feature to function properly, your roots have to reach the bottom of the pot. This is something that I didn't see anywhere else, and I think it's pretty important mentioning as it's going to require you to water a little bit at the beginning stages. All right. First things we got in here is the drip trays. These are the holes where you're going to put your wicks in depending on what size your pots are. Right. So here we got the support columns. These are going to go in the middle of your pots to support that top portion of it onto the bottom portion. We got our wick line, and here are our water meters. So you're going to put these on the side. Little float's going to tell you how much water is in this reservoir, when you have to put some more in it, or if you're using it for maintenance, when you have to dump it out. Let's go ahead and assemble one of these and I'll show you what that looks like. All right, so here we got everything that we need to put this together. And before I continue, I want to make sure that everybody knows that this is not a sponsored video. I'm not getting paid to say any of the stuff that I'm saying. This is an honest review, all based on my own personal opinion. And you're free to think about it however you want. So we're gonna start with the base. Pretty sturdy base, honestly. I thought that we were gonna get something that was a little flimsy, like a kind of like a oil drip pan, but it's actually pretty tough material. So we got that. We got our actual drip plate right here. We got our support column, water meter, and our wick. We're also going to need a couple tools. You're going to need something to cut with, and you're also going to need a measuring tape, unless you can just eyeball whatever it is that you need. I would also keep handy the instruction manual, unless you just look at it before, and remember that you need 1.5 foot wick for a 5-gallon pot like I do. And we can get started. First thing we're going to do, we're going to put the column right in here just like so. Boom. This is going to go on the top, and this is going to go right through here like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this wick for the 5-gallon pot. Like I said, we're going to need 2.5 foot long wicks. So we're going to quickly measure. You're going to cut right where you measured at. You can probably use better scissors than this, honestly. It's just what I had available to me. Got 1.5 foot. And then the second one, you don't really have to measure it. You just match it up to your first one, hoping that your first one is actually measured correctly. That done, we got 2 equal length wicks. Put that to the side, put my plug to the side, and we're gonna go ahead and run these wicks across here. Now for the 5-gallon pots, you also want to pay attention to the placement. These are going to go through the second little hole. It's going to look something like that, and boom, just like that. It's going to go right back on here. You're going to fill it up with water. These little wicks are going to get covered, but remember that the roots have to penetrate through the pot. Now, while I'm here, I do want to showcase, I did get the AC Infinity pots to go with it. I typically use the square ones for space purposes, but this time I went with the circle ones just because the bases are circular. I don't know. That's going to be everything today. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this was helpful assembly for you guys, and maybe this helps you make a better decision thinking what you're going to use for water irrigation or just runoff management. If you like this video and you found it informative, please like and subscribe. It means a ton to us, and wait for us next time. We got a soil restoration video coming out.